Hey yo, what's the tea on this tea app? Let's get into it. Oh, but first, let me go grab something to drink real quick. I'll be right back. First sip is always amazing. All right, so if you haven't been living under a rock like me, you've heard of this so-called T app. Now, what this is an app designed for women in their dating endeavors where essentially it's kind of like that Facebook group that came out like years ago where like, are we dating the same person or, do you know this guy, blah, blah, blah. But now it is in a more professionally packaged app format. So for those of you who are not aware of what the T app is, let's take a minute. I'm going to drop some clips in so you guys can get up to speed. Let's go.
Out of that, an app was born. It's called Tea, as in spill the tea or gossip. It's got Gen Z in a chokehold, spreading as it does on TikTok.
Mama, we made it. Look at that.
Whoever keeps posting my husband on the Tea app needs to stop.
Guys, I'm trending on the Tea app. I'm trending on the Tea app.
There's actually a waiting list to get on this thing.
You pass the waiting list, you have to submit a picture of your face with an ID to prove that you are a girl, because no guys are allowed in the apps.
Emily, anonymous here and on the app, admittedly embarrassed, saying she's a frequent user. You can post photos of who you're dating to gauge other women's experiences with these men, so-called red and green flags. The reviews are rarely positive.
So it's kind of crazy, like both sides of the spectrum is really dictating my dating life now.
Emily says the T app seems to be particularly popular in Middle Eastern communities, especially Dearborn.
Oh, Dearborn men, how the T app has gotten under your skin.
All these guys are talking to, they're all like getting nervous, they're all freaking out, making TikToks about it.
It offers other services like background checks and catfish verification.
They're trying to find some type of way to up your reputation so bad.
Now that we establish what this app is, I just figure I want to hop on camera really quick and kind of give my 2 cents on this, because a couple people have been asking me on my Instagram and on Twitter about what I think about the T app. So I'm going to share my thoughts, and honestly, my thoughts are not what a lot of you are going to assume. So let's talk about this. All right. So when I heard about the T app this week, the first thing that I wanted to do was kind of get the initial reaction from everybody on social media, whether there's guys on X, whether it's on TikTok, Instagram, other YouTube videos, and other commentaries to see what was the overall consensus of the app before I want to kind of formulate my own opinion. So once I kind of got a baseline of how both sides felt, both genders, male and female, I wanted to kind of take a combination of both of those and then do my own research and come up to my own opinion. That's why it took me a minute to kind of hop on here and do a video, because I didn't just want to hop on here not necessarily looking into both sides of this and kind of give my fair assessment. So before I actually jump into my opinion, let's go ahead and slide over to tforwomen.com, which I believe is the website, and let's read their mission statement. I'm actually going to post it on the video too. I'm going to edit it in, but I'm also going to read it here for you as well, or we can just read it together. Let's go. So the movement, I guess, is kind of like their mission statement. Navigating the modern dating scene can be daunting and scary. Hello, Dateline. But with T, you're never alone. Join a community of over 1,647,000 women dedicated to empowering each other and getting access to a suite of dating safety tools made just for the FBI girlies. Share experiences and seek advice within a secure, anonymous platform. T is built on trust, screenshots are blocked, and all members are verified as women. T is more than an app, it's a sisterhood. Together, we're redefining modern dating, plus we give back 10% of our profits. 10% of our profits are donated to the National Domestic Violence Hotline. Join T today and get ready to conquer the dating scene one cup at a time. Your new besties are waiting. Okay, so that right there was just the statement that's posted on the website, tforwomen.com, and I'm going to drop all the links down in the description below. So that is essentially what they're looking to do. They're looking to make the dating landscape a lot safer for women today, and I think Uber also announced this week that they're also rolling out their option for women opting in for women-only drivers as well. So a lot of these digital platforms and services are making an effort to make things safer for women. And I'm sure Airbnb is going to do the same thing or do something similar. I'm sure all these platforms are going to try to do something similar to kind of make women more comfortable using their platform. Because again, from a business standpoint, women are still the number one consumers, even when it comes to things like applications and things like that. That's a whole nother video, but I do understand the initiative, and I do think it can be a good thing. So I'm gonna kind of talk about both sides of this, because after kind of looking at the website, what their overall mission is, what the intent is, and then kind of the reaction from both sides, I kind of wanted to formulate my own opinion before I hopped on video and just make, a think piece on this. So getting into my overall thoughts. So after kind of looking at the website, what was surprising to me, this app was actually founded by a guy. You would think it was a team of women who did this, but no, it was actually founded by a guy, which I'll post here as well. It was actually founded here by a guy, and I believe the social media coordinator is a woman. But it's very interesting because you would think an app like this would be a team of women, but it's actually a guy who made the app. Let's get into the positives of this. I don't want to jump right into the negative aspects, because obviously there's plenty of videos already doing that. So the positive aspect of this, because number one, I have a lot of female friends and females in my personal social circle, whether it's platonic friends, mom, aunts, cousins, co-workers, whatever. And I do hear about their experiences when it comes to the current dating market, whether it's being catfished or being stalked or revenge P or, just different type of things that goes on in the dating market. So I do think an app like this, the intention is good. You want to have a place to where you want to have some sort of platform where it kind of holds people accountable. You want to kind of know who you're dealing with, right? Especially nowadays with modern dating. I mean, modern dating is a big mess. And personally, this is not a dating channel. This is not a red pill channel. I'm personally tired of the whole dating conversation. I really am. I voluntarily got out of the dating market, and that's a whole other video for another day. But I do like what this app is attempting to do in terms of making women feel safe in a not so safe society today. So I do understand there is some sort of need for this. There are also some positive aspects about the app. I do like the fact that they are giving 10% back to domestic violence hotlines. Now, I don't know how they generate revenue, because from my understanding, the app is free. So that may means there's going to be some sort of monetization in the future, probably like premium memberships or whatever, or advertisements, whatever they do to generate revenue. But I do think it is a good gesture or a very positive thing that they're giving back to the domestic violence hotline, which is a very neat thing, right? So when I kind of look at the app, because I don't have access to it, obviously I'm not a woman, but when you look at the app, there are things where you could post videos of guys, or not videos, photos of guys. You can do reverse image searching. You can put up like, which is kind of crazy. You can put up notifications if their name pops up in this app, which is wild. So if somebody put in Dez in whatever city that I'm in, notifications will pop up. Now, I'm not in the dating market, so I don't care if you do this or not, but it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. The fact they have almost 2 million users, and they're, at the time of this recording of this video, they are still number one in the App Store. It's kind of wild. But they have a lot of features here that you would think are beneficial. Now, some of the drawbacks to this, some of the pushback this app is getting is, number one, defamation. A lot of women say things, and this is not my assessment on women, but if you ever dealt with a bad dating situation or something didn't pan out the way that you thought it would romantically, people get in their feelings. So there has to be some sort of checks and balances of what's true and what's not, right? You always have that aspect of it. You also have, from my understanding, women will sabotage other women. So I can see how this app can get messy in terms of what's posted there, and I can see how it can get hyper toxic. But it also brings another element into the already terrible dating market now, or modern dating, is that this will bring up a lot of trust issues. And again, a lot of the guys were arguing on the other side, well, there should be a male version of this called, coffee or something like that, where guys will have this sort of equivalent. And I think there was an attempt to be like an equivalent of this, but they got shut down within 24 hours because of Revenge P that was being posted, which I think is very immature. Like, I don't think Revenge P is ever acceptable. I don't care how mad and how upset you get. And of course, guys in your group chats, I know that we talk about different women, our experiences, but you know, to post that on a public forum like an application, I do think that's wrong, and the app should have got shut down for that. But I do think if there was a male equivalent to this, where if they kind of took the same guidelines about background checks, reverse image searching, notifications if your name pops up, because let's just be real, I'm going to be honest with you, women are just as bad as men when it comes to the dating market. Trust me, some of the stories that I've heard from my guy friends, some of the things that I've experienced myself is crazy. So women are not angels, let's just be honest. So if there was a guy equivalent or a male equivalent of this app, it would level the playing field, but I also think it would get way more backlash. You know, I always say women has always had better PR than men. Men kind of, stereotypes about us has always been around. But when you start attacking women, the biggest consumer group in America, that's when it becomes problematic. So should there be a male equivalent? I think so. I think that, you know, just as women have protection when it comes to dating, I think men should also be awarded that same luxury as well. And not even on some toxic, not even on some toxic angle either. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the revenge P. I'm not a fan of people just bashing each other in general, but just an honest assessment of who you're getting yourself involved with. I think so. But yo, I just want to kind of come on here and talk about this, the T app. Let me know down in the comment section what you think overall. Personally, I understand the need and I appreciate the effort of what they're trying to do, but I definitely can understand how this can be detrimental, how this can cause trust issues, a lot of different things that can possibly be an issue with this. But at the same time, I do believe that both men and women need some sort of platform that will help them kind of mitigate and navigate through this modern dating space. But that's just me. Let me know down in the comments what you think. Yeah, some call me Des. Follow me on everything. Links down in the description. And I'll see y'all next video. All right, peace.